What's up, Barbarians? We are in the PTR, and I have to say, if you like Season 10, play as much Season 10 as possible. I don't know what to say. I don't really like it. I'm not gonna lie. I decided to make Flay with all the new items, and I have an Eternal character that also has Flay, and I made it as similar as I could as possible. So this is the new version. There are some really cool things about it, but overall it does feel crappier. It does feel worse. So this has 2 greater affects. When you masterwork, it's just a bug, but the cooldown reduction is also a greater affix. So when you masterwork, it does increase your armor, which is definitely needed, and it increases one thing into a greater affix. That's pretty cool. So here it's armor and physical resistance. For this one, it's just max life. And also I had one weapon. Now you only get one temper, but your temper can also be turned into a greater affix. That part is pretty cool. But overall, the game is definitely worse. This is my Flay Barb on the Eternal Realm, and he is absolutely identical except for like a couple key changes here. And one thing that they did say in the little chat is that armor also is going to reduce damage from all sources. That is not true. You have to also scale armor and resistance. I found that out the hard way. You get one-shotted all the time. Our armor is reducing damage by 74%. Physical resistance now just reduces physical damage and bleed damage. I don't really know what that means, considering this is also reducing incoming damage and damage over time. Fire resistance is at 62%, physical is at 72%, but if armor does everything, it's at 74%. So how is that working? Because they said armor was going to do all damage. Not true. We also have 20% damage reduction here, and we have 20% damage reduction here. We are going to go into pit 75, and you're going to see quite the difference. Okay, as always, we're going to put on attack speed and armor and resistances. So now, what do we have? Still 74.6 instead of 74.2, 72.7, and now a flat 63 instead of it was like 62 point something. Okay, let's kill some enemies. So the game, Flay is decent, but mind you, we are on pit 75, and in the Eternal Realm right now, pre-season 10, I can kill 85, 90 with Flay on the Eternal Realm. We're doing 90 plus on season 10, but that's with the Chaos Armor, so we're not going to use that as an example. But notice how 75, we still are not doing very well. We're still behind the timer right now. And that's just... oh, wow. And things will one-shot you quite easily. Like, ridiculously easy. If I didn't have the barrier, and we won't tell Blizzard, but if the bug with the Iron Skin didn't come back where it heals you to full life, we'd be dead just like that. So the game is definitely harder, and we do get one-shotted quite often, and we need our resistances to go up even further. And damage reduction, if you saw there, I just popped Iron Skin in time. We were going to die again. But damage reduction, I don't know what it's doing. It's like, what is it actually reducing? Because 40% damage reduction as flat DR would usually be absolutely amazing. And usually when you have the Harlequin Crest, it feels good. Like, you feel tanky with it. But right now, not so much. My first impression is this is not good. Seems like barrier is the only thing that keeps me alive. The new fortify mechanic, you still get one-shotted all the time. And overall, we are failing this pit, which doesn't make any sense. So let's see if we can... So with the... Yeah, see, there we go. So the new fortify mechanic, it is very slow, and it is kind of working. If you see it in the corner there, our fortify is going down, and our life is going up, but that's very slow. That's not fast enough to do anything. I thought it would be a little bit more instant, but it's not. And again, without iron skin and the bug in it, we would die all the time. Exhibit A. Okay, let's show you the other version. Okay, this is my character on the Eternal Realm. As you see, our numbers are already higher. And we have 2 tempers again. Obviously, all these tempers aren't the greatest. This is the Eternal Realm. I shouldn't be using these for my Flay build. But here we have critical strike chance and Flay duration. Critical strike chance and Flay duration. For some reason, put 1 there and 1 at the bottom. That's kind of weird. But this is my Eternal Realm old character, pre-season 11. And it did nerf a lot of the aspects. And it did nerf a lot of the items. So we got lucky, and these items are still level 800 for some reason. And if we look here, we do need to go fix our resistances because this is going to crush us. So now when doing your Paragon board, it is going to be very important to get like these nodes here for total armor, total resistance. So very important to get resistance and armor. And we're going to need those as close as 70% as possible. I do think they are going to make some adjustments, but as of right now, PTR is not fun. We're going to do the same pit tier, 75, but this is with our old 2 temper gear. Okay, so let's see how we do with the old tempers. So as you see, we're already doing much more damage. Right now, we're just being held up by our Rupture cooldown. And we're killing things much faster. Which is exactly what I wanted to show. I don't know why they're nerfing the game as much as they are. Even though they said in their little chat that it's more damage. It really isn't. It's not at all. Because 2 tempers... And even with them being random, works a hell of a lot better than this new system that they have in Season 11. I did want to try it. I was hoping it was going to be good. Because now you do get to pick things. But not at all. This is much better. So with this in mind, and again, this is still pit 75, and we are still struggling. If you look at our health bar, it is still kicking the crap out of us. This guy, I don't know what this guy is here. Debilitating Storm. He's invulnerable. That's kind of weird. That's kind of neat. I don't know why he's invulnerable though. But yeah. As you see, pit 75 now is not an issue. It's only an issue for our health and our resistances, which you are going to have to buy new gear to solve for. But the new system is a huge nerf. Absolutely huge. This was made the exact same way as before. Man, our cooldown for Rupture seems to be a little high for no reason. Because usually, yeah, there could be some bugs, but that's what the PTR is for. But yeah, so with this demonstration, if you like Season 10, play as much Season 10 as possible. I do think they are going to fix Season 11. I mean, I really hope they do. They have a lot of work to do, considering it is a massive nerf. I don't know how they're going to fix it, but I really hope they do. Infernal Hordes were kind of crappy in the PTR of Season 5, and Season 5 was a lot of fun. Same with Season 10, the PTR was just kind of so-so. Chaos Armor was always fun. But the Infernal Hordes for Season 10, as you know, was also kind of crappy until they fixed it. My first impression of PTR of Season 11 is why do we have a damage nerf? Why are we getting nerfed right now? I feel Season 10, the game's in a good spot. I think it's fun to be able to clear level 100 of the pit. That's a nice way for trying to have your actual glyphs to level 100. And here, with this version, I don't have anything level 100, and in the PTR character that I showed earlier, all my glyphs were maxed out to level 100. Here we have 97, 90, 70, and 68. And this does way more damage because we have masterworked our tempers, which gives us more damage, and we just have more damage overall. Masterworking right now, in my opinion, is better than what it is in Season 11. If they could find some compromise, I think that would be really good. Scaling up your damage per second is really useless. Scaling up your armor is only useful because they've changed this system, which really doesn't make sense. If armor is going to reduce all damage types, then why can't barbarians just scale armor? But you see, when my barrier drops for iron skin, I get crushed. And then why do we have physical resistance? Isn't armor kind of the same thing? So the PTR has a lot of work to do, and I'll definitely be leaving feedback. I'm definitely going to try more builds in the PTR. I do want to try Iron Maelstrom. I don't know how successful that will be because everything is nerfed so badly. Yeah, it doesn't feel good. So if you really are enjoying Season 10, play as much Season 10 as possible because I don't know what's going to happen in Season 11. Alright guys, I will play more of the PTR. I'm going to try a couple more things. I really hope they make some changes in the PTR while it is going on so that we could make it feel better, but we'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.